First of all, to begin, you need to know that there are two major parts to a laptop if we're looking at it from an upgradable aspect. They are 1. Software and 2. Hardware. Both parts of a laptop can be upgraded, though one is easier to accomplish than the other. Hold on tight as we go into the details in a bit. But to directly answer the question, yes. A laptop can be upgraded. Software upgrade for a laptop. Keeping the latest updates installed on your computer is one of the most important things you can do to protect your information and avoid crashes. Please check how to update your PC in this guide. Keep your computer up to date. While each new version of the major operating system contains several maintenance tasks that are performed automatically, there are also some tasks that users must perform to keep their computers up to date. By updating your computer, you will be able to run the latest programs without any problems. It's also important to keep your PC up to date and avoid viruses and other malware. Hackers are constantly trying to exploit vulnerabilities in operating systems and apps to send viruses and install adware and spyware. Software companies are fighting hackers by offering product updates. You must install these updates to keep your computer running safely and efficiently. Microsoft Registered Windows Registered PC Update. Windows 10 is one of the operating systems available to easily update. You cannot turn off Windows Update in the System and Security area of the control panel. This will automatically install updates for Windows and some applications. If you want to make sure that it's up to date, follow this directory: Windows icon, Control Panel, System and Security, Windows Update by selecting in this order. You can also check for updates manually. Click Check for Updates to manually check for new updates. You can follow the same procedure for versions older than Windows 10, but first, make sure that Windows Update is not turned off. If you are prompted to install important updates, be sure to install them. If you are prompted to restart, be sure to follow the instructions. Rebooting is an important step in the installation process. If you operate without restarting, the item queue may become very long, and it will take a long time to restart. Some updates cannot be installed without installing other updates, so if it has been a long time since you restarted, the updates may stop while you are looking for other updates. Antivirus Software. You need to run antivirus software to install updates and protect your computer. There are various antivirus software such as anti-spyware, anti-adware, anti-malware, and so on. It's important to install software that automatically checks for updates to keep your computer free of malware. Application Update. Be sure to turn on automatic updates when installing new applications. That way, you'll have the latest version of your application that addresses known vulnerabilities that hackers exploit. If you don't have the option for automatic updates, be sure to check the seller's website for updates. Never click on a link sent by email. This may not have been sent by the vendor and may be intended for malware or phishing attacks. Driver Update. A driver is an element of software that tells a particular hardware component how to do it. Generally, drivers are updated automatically, but if you have a hardware problem, check your vendor's website for updated drivers and download the recommended drivers. To see the exact name of the hardware component, click the Windows icon, click Control Panel, Hardware, and Sound, choose Devices and Printers and then click. The window that opens will show you all the hardware items you have installed. Hardware upgrade for a laptop. Laptops can be upgraded as easily as desktop PCs. New laptops are harder to upgrade, but you may be able to upgrade your laptop with more RAM or solid-state drive. It's generally a bad idea to buy a laptop that you plan to upgrade later. Buy the hardware you need later to avoid headaches. Some laptops are fairly easy to upgrade, but do your research here. There is plenty of space in the typical case where you build your own desktop PC. Twist a few screws to open and easily access all the hardware inside the case. The components you install are permanent, but you can remove and replace them later. Even if you purchase a pre-built desktop PC, the motherboard comes with an empty RAM slot and an empty PCI Express slot, so you can install more RAM and expansion cards. Some manufacturers may try to make upgrading pre-built desktop PCs more difficult, but even those PCs are as difficult to upgrade as the average laptop. Laptops are different. Instead, buy a pre-built laptop from the manufacturer instead of building your own laptop. They build a custom chassis, case, for their laptop and select the components that fit the case. The latest Intel Ultrabooks and Apple MacBooks are getting thinner and lighter and are designed for users to upgrade. Laptop upgrade barriers. Design. Many laptops are designed to open. Take the Microsoft Surface Pro 2 for example, you would need to use a hand blow dryer to dissolve the glue around the display and open it. Once inside, the battery finds a dense collection of components attached to the case and cannot be easily replaced. Apple MacBooks can be opened with a screwdriver, Theoretically they use their own screws, but you'll also find confusion about the components where the battery is glued in place. Opening it, even if it's possible to open a laptop, it may not be a fun experience. Due to the high density of components on a laptop, it may be necessary to remove many other components from the laptop before servicing a particular component. For example, Microsoft Surface Pro 2 has over 90 screws. Soldering to components, some devices have components soldered to them. You cannot remove any of these components to install new ones. Soldering is the process of applying a molten metal material to two objects with high heat. The metal is cooled and the two object RAMs and the motherboard are in this case bonded by the metal. That is, the components are fused to the motherboard. Therefore, the component cannot be deleted. Warranty: even if you can open your laptop and replace some components, most laptop manufacturers claim that this will invalidate the warranty. If you can easily open your laptop, you may need to remove the warranty invalid sticker to get inside. The manufacturer may look for evidence of tampering within the laptop and send it back. They will want to reject your warranty claim if you find evidence that may have caused the problem. In theory, if the problem is not your fault, the manufacturer should respect the warranty regardless of whether you opened the laptop. However, many PC makers offer infamous bad customer service, so please insist on that and do your best. General upgrades that work. Many laptops can be upgraded in a number of common ways. These upgrades are the easiest on older laptops that are bulky and often suitable for upgrades. 1. Install more RAM. If your laptop motherboard has a RAM slot, you can buy another stick of RAM and insert it easily. 1. If your laptop's RAM slot is full, you may be able to remove the current stick of RAM and install a new stick of more capacity RAM. 1. Some laptops, usually old and bulky laptops, actually come with a special memory panel at the bottom of the laptop that can be easily opened to access the RAM slot on the motherboard. 1. Increase. 1. If you go this route, be sure to buy the correct type of RAM for your laptop. 2. Upgrade to SSD. If you have a laptop that comes with a slow mechanical hard drive, a faster solid-state drive is pretty easy. 2. This process opens your laptop, removes your current hard drive, and installs a solid-state drive in its place. 2. You'll first make a copy of your operating system drive or then reinstall Windows. 2. Some large laptops may have multiple hard drive bays, but don't expect that. 3. Replacing the optical drive with an SSD. If you keep your laptop on the internal drive and install a solid-state drive, you may be able to replace the laptop's optical, CD, DVD, or Blu-ray drive with a solid-state drive. 3. I have. 3. For this, you need a suitable enclosure that can accommodate the SSD in the optical drive bay. Some laptops allow CPU and GPU upgrades, but these are more difficult. You need to make sure to purchase compatible components that fit your laptop and are supported by its BIOS. Because different CPUs and GPUs have different amounts of heat, new components can generate too much heat that the fans and cooling solutions that come with your laptop can't handle. Make sure you consider all these. Do research. So can you upgrade your laptop RAM or install a fast solid-state drive? Do your research. Whether the laptop model can be easily upgraded and others have successfully upgraded its components, look around online to see if you have upgraded. Find out exactly what type of RAM, solid-state drive, or other components your laptop supports. Some laptop manufacturers provide service manuals that explain the process of opening a laptop and removing various components. Find out if there is an official service manual available for your laptop. If not, you can open your laptop and find an unofficial guide to install components created by another user. Check the process in advance and follow the instructions to see if you feel comfortable. Some upgrades are much more difficult than others. You should not buy a laptop with plans to upgrade. Ideas like RAM are a bit low, but you can always add them later. Alternatively, you cannot install a solid-state drive to speed it up. It's not as natural as it is for desktop PCs. Investigate in advance if this is possible. Even if it's possible later, it's a good idea to look for a laptop with the required amount of RAM or a good solid-state drive and buy it instead to reduce headaches later. Many laptops are still upgradable, but we're heading into a future where most computers can't provide user service.